Novaria. They can enhance the hitbox, give the Masha so much of a better time to actually dive. Oh man.
It's getting a bit of an emergency for RRQ. I mean, the Firemen and the Lilia could be the picks to survive that, you know, Masha onslaught. But now that it has been taken away, they need something that can self-sustain and also dish out the damage from maybe quite afar. Because the Masha wants to run in your face. And the two picks, Dewa is going to be the Benedetta and the Vexana for themselves. So now what do RRQ pick for Lemon?
That's why the Vexana technically would be the best choice with Valentina and Lilia out, so they deny it. They don't even want the synergy for a team with Novaria. They would rather have Lemon on a pick like Novaria so that the Masha just gets more value. They're really playing this a few steps ahead. They already have great. I mean, look at this. Benedetta and Masha diving your backlines together.
Oh, it's going to be very scary here. You can see what Dewa United is trying to do. And RRQ, they're taking their time here for the last pick. And it seems like they will lock in the Novaria as expected as well. So yeah, Benedetta, Masha will definitely target that Novaria. Novaria needs to position herself well, or Lemon needs to position himself well in this game.
I was thinking what will be dived by Fanny and the Minotaur maybe. You know, that backline access is there for RRQ, but now it's gonna be Dewa looking to just cut down through the backline of RRQ with the Masha and the Benedetta pickup. So that is going to be very, very scary for RRQ in this game.
It truly is scary, because in the mid lane, it'll all come down to the mid lane prio, really, for RRQ, if they can provide for this Fanny, if the Fanny can snowball in the early game. Because for Dewa, they're comfortable playing late within the time.
Will the gods finally put a retribution to the shields of the kings, or will the kings be able to rise from their defeat? It is game number 2. Dewa United against RRQ.
Let's see, will RRQ be able to force the series on towards the game 3? Or will Dewa United clean sweep the Kings of Kings?
Bro, we were, okay, during the break, ladies and gentlemen, me, Gani, and Realize, you were actually discussing about the Roger being so adaptable, being, you can take different emblems here and there, you can take different items, and Bunny Cutie, first time that we are seeing this from a Roger and MPLID, Weakness Finder for Bunny Cutie. So, we were talking of how the Thunderbelt for Roger is actually, you know, we don't see that too often anymore. The Weakness Finder can act as a substitute to the Thunderbelt. Technically does the same thing, right? It slows your opponents when you go for the hits, so I guess that's what Bunny is looking for with this Weakness Finder. We'll see what build he goes for, if it's still going to be the Windtalker build, or if he wants to go for attack speed, actually. For the rest, it does remain quite the same. Nothing too crazy. Kimura, oh, never mind. With the Impure Rage, instead of the Lethal Ignition, we usually see full damage from the Benedetta. Well, if the Benedetta goes full damage, he goes Lethal Ignition, but here Kimura actually decides to go Impure Rage, wants to stay in lane a bit longer with the Impure Rage, wants to stay resourceful with his mana.
Of course, wants to really shove up the lanes, especially in that early stage of the game. And for Bunny Cutie, I mean, there has been an evolution of, you know, Roger builds usually go for the Endless Battles, which the Thunderbelt, and now you could always go for the Windtalker, and then maybe the Haskell second gives you early sustain if you want to really skirmish early up in, you know, the team fights. But for Drian, of course, in the Masha, it's a 1 win and a 1 loss. So not necessarily a clean or perfect hero for him to don, but I mean, it's still a very scary pick in his hands.
It is, and you can see Turtle is up, but they do not care. Gary wants to invade Fanny's purple, and it seems like right now, no firepower to contest. Let's see though, Minotaur jumps in. Oh, with the Daytona as well, able to find Gary instead. Now, Dewa United, they are in trouble as of right now without the purple. Looking to cut through Dria with the help of Lemon though. They will secure the kill.
It's a win for RRQ, 2-1 in the trades, but ultimately Dewa got what they wanted. They have basically stopped this Fanny snowball for the next minute or so, until the purple buff respawns again, until Irad can get a purple buff again, because really, for Dewa, that's the main objective here, stopping the snowball from RRQ. If Irad got that purple buff, it would have been more scary than just getting 2 assists. So Dewa are going to be very comfortable. They know that Irad does not have purple buff. And this should be a free turtle for Dewa United. If it's not, Dewa can just reset it and go for the orange buff. I think at this point, in this game particularly, they don't care about neutral objectives. It's all about the purple buff.
They really want to disrupt Irad and his swings with the cables. So RQ really need to respond to that. Banana up in the cradle, Vin jumps in!
Before Irad finds a retry. Vindal will be sacrificial lamb. It's a 1-for-1, a kill for a turtle. But it seems like now RRQ will not commit more fights.
Whoa, a steal from Irad. 2 for 2 now for RRQ. Previously they had Lemon as the bandit, and now it's Irad running as a renegade, getting that turtle though. So at least I think it's gonna be a net win for RRQ.
Yeah, it's very tough. No, Gary, I don't think you can do this, brother.
Oh, it's a 4v1. Yeah, Gary with no full HP, he will not be able to commit on towards the invade.
Again, purple buff as a prio, just trying to slow down Irad, but I think Dewa, you know, they're forced towards the purple buff. Is scary. Oh,
wow.
what? Good down.
With the cutthroat as well. What now? 1 HP and Buddy is there to secure the kill. Now, this the collapse. Vin will be taken out. It's a trade, and RRQ will say no more towards a fight.
Really good for RRQ. The fact that now they got the turtle. Amazing retry from Irad. He got the purple buff too, so Dewa couldn't capitalize on that. Hold up.
Oh, it's 2v1 now. 3v1. Lemon coming. Kimura very low. Is able to dash away with the skills, but for how long? Again, they smell blood. Ooh. The spear does not connect, but Irad will gladly take the extra gold.
Fanny's blade win, and in this time it's gonna be Irad taking 2 towards his pocket, or 1 rather. The previous one was won by RRQ in that little skirmish. So now it's gonna be RRQ leading the helm and the charge towards Dewa United.
Good adaptation by RRQ. Phenomenal stuff here. They're actually putting so much pressure down below. Oh, like a pounce!
Entropy question mark is Bunny now very low, but Ben is there to help to secure the kill. Drian, thunderclap. Both gold leaders now taken out. Vin will be able to escape from that sticky situation.
Bunny Cutie Express. He hitchhikes Watt in that little, you know, claw slash, and he was able to dive down. Watt was so low, and now the turtle in the hands of both teams. They're trying to contest this, but Rian in the back line.
Being Drian against Irad! Irad will be able to secure the kill though. It will be traded with the turtle.
Still more worth it for RQ technically with the purple buff. Irad also got an extra kill there. Would have been more value if Drian had a bounty on him, but still, it's a good kill for Irad. This actually helps Irad to look for that snowball, and Watt is already in his sights.
Uh-oh. God Cutthroat jumps in, and no time to escape. Hello, surprise, surprise, Banana Irad combo in the bottom side of the map.
Feels like what we talked about. Dewa just trying to nullify Irad, all rebutted by himself, because he's able to get 3 kills, also trying to, you know, kind of sustain his purple buffs, and also in the same time just being around everywhere on the map.
Oh my goodness, Irad was bottom side like 4 seconds ago, and he's top.
It's a disaster for Dewa. It's phenomenal for RRQ. We mentioned it early on. The purple will be more valuable than the turtle in this game. And so far, it's been true. If Dewa can steal the purple buff away from RRQ, they have a massive advantage. If RRQ secure the purple buff for Irad, this snowball keeps going. This express train keeps going for RRQ.
They don't want to let the train stop. Again, Rian just in the bush looking for Irad.
Whoa. Damage is there, but not enough to take him down just yet. Now, reinforcements comes through, showing Drian away from the jungles.
Drian's very brave, hiding in the bushes of RRQ's jungle. And Irad, you could see his mobility with the Fanny responding left and right. And also, I like how Vin is always shadowing this purple buff, just trying to give it prior towards Irad so that Dewa can't really, you know, disrupt the process of that. Now, Irad again towards the bottom lane and not gonna get anything.
Looking for a clear here as Turtle spawns top. What now with the help of Gary?
Oh!
Wow! Daytona's welcome will catch Irad off guard and will be taken down.
Chomp from Gary. He gobbles up Irad, and the cables won't save him in that skirmish.
What a prediction, though, from Gary.
Good one.
Got the Death's Welcome predicted where Irad was going to fly with the cables. And now it's a Lord that is spawned in the Land of Dawn. It's no longer the third turtle. It's the 8th minute of the game. Watt has bought the Wind of Nature. That is, ironically, a power spike for Dewa. Oh my god.
Lemon. No. Again, close call here for RRQ, but this time, no casualties were taken.
It's a very, very fast-paced game. You can see action everywhere. And to take a look at the replay presented by Samsung Galaxy in that
Look at this.
early chomp
Yummy.
from Gary. The Detona's Welcome just connects, and he slams a rod in the wall, stunning him. So he can't really move in that process, and he just dies, giving away also quite a surmountable amount of bounty.
Yeah, it was a shutdown there, and I mean, that commitment was crazy. I didn't notice it the first time. Case actually flickered forward to get the Terrify in case the CC wasn't enough. They really wanted that bounty, and it's clear to see why, my god!
Drian 1v4, of course, his job was to just buy time. He's taken down. Now let's see the Lord. Yep, Gary comfortably secures the Lord. Now Vin, Minio, and Fury in the middle of the map. Now Keys will be taken out of Rad with the cables, jumps in, looking for a kill onwards. Gary gets it. 3 members of Dewa United punished down and out.
The Lord feels so stale for Dewa United as RRQ equalize everything. They get 3 kills before killing Rian in that process down bottom. And now RRQ seek to really just siege towards the mid lane. But again, Irad, even though they try to target him, shut him down, he's still very, very well online in this game.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, 9 minutes of the game, coming into the 10th minute of the game, it's time for us to take a look at the player's goal by Ube as goal, because even though Bunny QT is ahead, you'd expect him to be more ahead in this kind of matchup. You'd expect RQ to have, at this point, maybe a 3,000 gold lead, and that's what they have been able to do. They've been able to nullify the early game snowball through their crazy skirmishes, through Drian dying 3 times. It looks like he's inting, but he's not. He's buying so much time for the team. Dewa, though, for the rest of them, could have been cleaner from them. Like, after getting the Lord, they could have just backed away, right? But RQ have been able to force those fights out. Point is, Dewa are weathering the storm. There really is waiting for the Natan to be online, and Watt is not far behind of Bunny QT. He is going to reach that power spike a bit later to what we are used to seeing from Natan, because he has to go for the Wind of Nature early. But it's still on track. He's on the way to the Starlium site right now. Once he gets the Holy Crystal, then he will be online.
Now Daytona's welcome committed on towards a member here of RRQ. Vin taken out first. Kimura in the back line, harassing. And that will be it. They will have a completed invasion now. The mid tier 1. No, never mind. Irad actually still gets the purple.
Oh, he's just swinging around, and again, the purple pressure coming from Dewa United. Of course, trying to just nullify every possible lead in the hands of RRQ, stabilizing the gold lead as Irad prepares for another pounce.
Yeah, I mean, again, right, for Dewa, this is their win condition.
Yeah.
It looked like RQ was winning because they were in at the start of the game, but they have to get a bigger snowball than this. Or, technically they can also just gamble on a pickoff. If they can find Watt in these team fights, they get the win. That's really the win condition for RQ if they don't get the snowball. So, it'll come down to mechanics. That's the Starlium we were talking about. One more item, and this Natan will shred through the front line.
You always have a backup plan when you're, with a Natan, and that Natan will be the insurance for Dewa United to progress further as the later stages of the game goes on. So Irad will be tasked with a hefty burden to take down Watt in, a pickoff if needs be. But Dewa, I feel like they're gonna shield Watt very, very well, especially when you have a Gary, a Barat, a Masha, just waiting in the wings, hiding in the shadows, trying to pick off someone in that backline. So that would be very scary for RRQ.
Yeah. Again, now Gary will try to focus on the invade before the Lord. This might be a mistake, though. Let's see. Daytona's welcome committed. Drian on the backside, looking for Bunny. Does not get it, actually. It is actually Drian that will be taken out. Now, the collapse for RRQ. This is the perfect scenario for RRQ to collapse as they're able to find 4 members of Dewa United.
Gods do bleed, and this time they bleed with the Swords of the Kings. They get their hands on the Lord with a very, very monumental exchange for players down. Kimura next on the chopping block.
Oh, he's not able to escape. Eye for an eye committed. I'm offended now from Banana. Will ensure the perimeters, but no, RRQ, they will focus down on the Lord instead of the kill. And Rad thanks another Petrify. Oh my Lord. Almost an outplay there by Kimura.
Wow, perfect reaction there by RRQ. It worked out in the end. It'll come down to them on how they execute these team fights, and they were able to capitalize, to punish the overextension of Dewa United. They had the Lord in their grasp. They were on the purple buff, but they were too greedy for Bunny. They were too greedy for the purple buff. And RRQ, Irad also, man, his retry was on point there. If he missed that retry, it would have been a very different story. He got it. He demolished the backline. Watt had nowhere to go. Even Kaze and Drian definitely overextended, jumped into tier 2 to go for Bunny QT, who is a tanky member. Like, even though he is a Roger, he is a marksman, he's considered tanky. He has that damage reduction, okay? He's a very beefy boy. He's going for full damage, but he's still beefy, man.
Beefy QT. So, of course, Roger could just, sustain himself fighting. And towards that backline, he also has the lifesteal if needs be. So, for RRQ, they are in Valhalla right now. They could really just tone down everything and focus to ending the game.
For RRQ, they're just taking it slow. Again, they want to try to group up as much as possible, right? For Drian, the advantage that he had previously before the Lord was the fact that he could always just be split pushing, and technically for RRQ, they cannot send just one member to face off against Drian. They had to send more. But Dewa did not use that advantage too much. They actually just used it once, I believe, and then they went back to going all in for the purple buff. So, for now, RRQ will be able to manage those side waves, will be able to manage the split-pushing prowess of Drian. But the one time they isolate themselves, they're going to be in a sticky situation. Even now, wow, they're actually invading. They're going on to Gary, who buys the immortality.
Look at where Drian is. He's in RRQ's jungle, just trying to look for a pick-off maybe, a pick-off or two. Maybe he could also, create some sort of split push in the side lanes, but look at him just trying to camp and become a hermit in that, bush and in that jungle of RRQ.
He's been there for almost 2 minutes, right around those area, if not waiting for the next purple, perhaps. But it seems like, they are taking it slow. Kimura here needs to be careful, and let's see here, they invade.
Drian fishing for something. Rad senses that something is wrong. But at least this time, RRQ have at least 4 members. So Drian jumps in!
Yeah, Drian jumps in! Bunny this time will fall. Daytona's welcome connected. Irad now looking for a play, but it seems like Banana will be the next target. And now Dewa United, they are soaring high as Watt claims the double.
They smite down the Kings, and that was Drian again. Patience paid off, but Irad!
Oh my goodness. Irad Cutthroat connects. He wants more, enough energy, but no, not this time.
He's very relentless and he wants to get that kill towards Watt, but it's just not gonna be there for him.
Bunny, you're beefy, but you can't be the one opening up these bushes, man. You get clapped, thunderclapped by the Kage. Drian just demolished him, man. We were talking about how the isolation... Oh, Gary's super low, though.
Irad jumps in with the cables as well. Keys might be a target, but no. All members from Dewa United are still in the Land of Dawn.
Looks scary for Dewa. Gary was low, Kaze was also low. Watt half HP, and Irad was fishing for that cutthroat. But thankfully, they get the Lord, and now, look at how they were able to just tone down the gold lead from RRQ. But come the mid game, come the late game, feels like it could be very scary. As Dewa could probably just turn the tides around.
And they can 1v1 the side lane. Like, look at that. Look at that. Drian doesn't care. This is why the Masha can be first picked. He's a roamer, but he has the side pressure. No, he doesn't have the side pressure of any XP laner. He has the side pressure of even better than XP laners, better than the Paquitos. And hold up.
Oh, 3-man Petrify Rad. Oh my goodness. Low HP. Now Vin committed the... Lemon was there to help RRQ out. Now Dewa, 3 members just trying to give out. And on the whoa, the damage from the Tom, man. Taken down. Drian is there with the thunder clap.
The fist of the Kage, even the fist of the God, but a pull from Banana.
Winner's Run Chin committed. Watts is there with attack speed. He's taken out. Bunny versus Watts. Technically, Wind of Nature committed as well.
My God.
But not enough damage. Gary, a little dino. What can he do with the flicker? Lemon is there to find the triple.
What a game we have in our hands. The Kings, they refuse to bow down. Dewa United cleaned up a wipeout for RRQ.
In the absence of Skylar, the alien comes in with Irad. And now they're looking to siege down a tier 2. What a masterfully played fight there. With Irad taken down, you would have thought that it might have been over for RRQ. But Irad had done enough. He had baited out enough resources for Lemon and then Bunny Cutie to deal with the scraps. But still, we have to talk about Drion's disgusting damage. He two-shot Irad, bro. That ain't cool, man. I mean, like, that's a... No, man. Oh, my goodness. That is still disgusting. RQ won that fight. They defended. But what the heck was that? And Bunny... Whoa. Thunderbelt.
Thunderbelt.
Last line. Okay, so he sold his boots for the Thunderbelt. So he'll have Thunderbelt and the Weakness Finder. You're going to have a lot of slows. That's a lot of chasing power for this Roger.
Drion was insane. And before he was able to one-shot, two-shot Irad, he was also able to take down Banana to like half HP with just 2 thumps off the fist. So this just shows how consequential Drion can be, how influential he would be in the little pickoffs that he could really create. He's gonna pioneer himself a pickoff. He doesn't really need a setup coming from his team, and that could very be much of a threat for RRQ. So Dewa, even though the scoreboard, tells otherwise 11-20, this game is still a 50-50 one. It's a balance, and this could be anyone's game to win.
It is 50-50, but it's also technically not, because they will have a massive advantage here in the late game. They have an Adatan that is already full items, right? He has a Divine Glaive too. They have so much split push potential with the Masha. They also have a super mean wave in the far lane. So it's not as 50-50 as you would think. If they go on a straight 5v5, yes, it'll be 50-50. But the thing is, Dewa can use their advantages. And that will make the game a bit more 70-30, I would say right now. If they play around their base, if they can bait on and punish the overextension of these dive heroes, the Vendetta and the Masha from Dewa, then yes, RRQ can take it, but it's a battle of execution at this point. It's a battle of who utilizes their wits better. It's a macro game now, and that's a Holy Crystal. Whoa, wait, what? Did he just did he sell the Holy Crystal by mistake and buy it again?
Let's see though. But yeah, I wanted to point out that we talked about Lemon being a vulnerable target during the draft. Look at this guy, 6-0-12, not picked up once in a 20-minute game against a Masha, against a Benedetta. Oh my goodness. Heart dropped a bit.
Wow.
But yeah, Lord, now it shows that Dewa United, they aren't targeting Lemon. Maybe they should, maybe they don't. But it seems like they are more focused on the Fanny and on Bunny.
Lord Dance now. This is a very important Lord to win. Gary, though, standing by on the rear. And RRQ, they have 4 members ready. It's just going to be Lemon clearing the lanes, and Arad is back to the base. So maybe this could be a window frame for Dewa United to win this, get something. But now, Bunny Cutie is ready to pounce.
Daytona's welcome. Gary, though, low HP.
Vin.
He might be taking down Immortality. Now Bunny jumps in. The damage will be enough to take Vin down as well. Bunny! But Arad is there to take Gary down. Now Kimura. You need to be careful. Rad is ready with the cables, looking for a kill perhaps.
Immortality.
Dewa United is ready to take a rat down as the Lord is free. Free for all, no retribution. Oh my Lord, it's going to be Key securing the Lord, and Kimura. Slight mistake there, but he falls as well.
One shot.
Oh, so close.
Almost.
Toe to toe, inch by inch. Dewa United now. At least everything is going their favor. Luck's on their side, but it is also because of the stellar movements by Drion as well. He gets a double kill in that fight, just single-handedly trying to cut through the backline for RRQ.
Dude, this Masha is disgusting. I mean,
this game
it's illegal!
We've been talking about this Masha so much, but man, it is truly disgusting. 2,300 gold ahead. Kimura played it super well too. Watt as well, just using the Lord as a forced error to bait out Irad out of these bushes. and they didn't give Irad a chance to go for that retry. They instead just looked for the fight before they go for the Lord. But unfortunately for Dewa, fortunately for RRQ, this Lord has spawned in a bad time.
2v5 question mark. He's
Okay.
taken out. Watt now can fall as well.
Oh.
Wind of nature, everything popped by Watt.
Rian.
Now let's see the reinforcement. It will not be enough as Watt will be taken out
Bunny?
as well.
Oh
Gary
my God.
looking for a kill on towards Rian, but the Daytona's
Bunny.
welcome will not be enough to take
Bunny.
Gary down. It's a double for Alien as well as how the turntables now. Dewa United.
A sloppy fight from the gods creates an opportunity for RRQ to just push further and further. Bunny Cutie refuses to die. It is the gods that has to be immortal, but it's Bunny Cutie showing that he is not a mere man.
One wave in the dream.
RRQ forcing this one on towards the game 3, and ladies and gentlemen,
Hold up!
even with Kimura taken out, Dewa United will fail and prevail. Welcome to game 3.
The Kings swing their sword. They're able to push through.